Hey, thanks for watching my channel. I am the Divine Maverick, but you can call me the mother of twins as I help folks along their twin flame journey. If this is your first time watching the channel, I have to tell you that the moment you begin to watch this video, everything that comes out of my mouth is part of the message. It's a general message, though it may or may not resonate. But whether I'm laughing, crying, sniffling, sneezing, dropping cards on the floor, messing up my beautiful scenery, whatever I'm doing, the dog's barking, I'm talking to my son, whatever's happening, any interruptions, anything that happens is part of the message. We'll take it, right? If it does not resonate, it's okay. Just chuck it and somebody else will find it and they'll use it. That's how this thing works. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes, your shares, and your comments. Thank you for keeping our comment section full of love and light and good energy, a place that people can learn and share and grow and heal. I appreciate how you guys guard that comment box with your powerful goddess energy. If you like the way I read, I do personal readings, just me and you on the telephone like two old friends chatting. I call it my love and light session where I read for you. Everything you need to know about that is found in the description box below. I saw 3 of Wands peek out at me. This message is checking in with the Divine Masculine, checking in with his energy. And we're going to see what he's up to. I already shuffled these cards before I got on camera to save some time, but I just wanted to shuffle again in front of you and cut the decks. In front of you, yes. And then we're going to get to this message and see what's up with our handsome, beautiful, beautiful divine counterpart. For fun, let's go off the bottom of the deck. Get overall energy. Oh, somebody is in their right mind. Crown chakra, 6th chakra, that's the crown. That is the intuition. I'm thinking about the crown. The third eye, I don't know why I say crown. That is the third eye opening. Somebody's pineal gland is on fleek. So that third eye is opening. Greater intuition, a higher level of intuition. And that's a good thing. Let's put that right there. So y'all know how I love the fours. Card number 40. So maybe somebody's even getting some clarity or some understanding about something. So why did I just shuffle again? I just split the deck. That's okay. That's good. So I'm going to pull 4 from these, 4 tarot cards, and then I'm going to clarify with my Moon Oracle deck. So let's get 4 for the masculine. I'm going to let them drop. If they want to, can I? Can they? Will they? Shall they? What? Oh, okay, 2. Thank you. And I just need 2 more. Don't be shy, masculine. Don't be shy. Come on. That's too many. Let's try one more time. That's not 3, is it? Hold on, y'all. Thank you for your... Ooh, okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck. The World. May or may not be a cycle closing. May be travel. We'll have to see as we go. Put that right there just like that. King of Cups. The Lovers. Judgment. Page of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. All up in my feelings about my boo. I'm making a judgment call, and I'm going to make an offer. Start something new. All right. So we have Gemini energy out here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You would think I would know what the Judgment card is. I don't know. I think it's fire, though. I don't know. Anyway, Page of Pentacles is Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, right? If you know what the Judgment card is, put it in the comments. I'll learn it by then, but for now, I'm drawing a blank on what the Judgment card is. Don't know why. Nuh-uh. Let me find it's the same masculine. Y'all, if you watch the last energy check-in, wisdom came out then. Wisdom is clarifying the King of Cups. What? Who's clarifying? Put one on the Lovers. Oh. Well, we know who he is in this mix. Oh, look, I told y'all about my scenery. We know who he's in the mix of this. That's him. Okay, that's him. Okay. The lunar god, the masculine, is card number 42, did I say? Which simplifies to number 6, which is all about balance and harmony or home life, balance, structure. Where's my, sorry about that rocking. I was looking for I was looking for something. Yeah, balance, harmony, material needs, home and family. That's what the 6 represents. Balance, harmony, material needs, home and family. Ooh, that was easy. Judgment card. Yep. Surrender is clarifying the judgment card, which is the number 26, which is the number 8, which is all about spiritual awakenings. It's about authority. It's about personal power. It's about karma, meaning the cause and effect. So definitely, and I believe judgment also represents a little bit of karmic consequences, law of cause and effect. So 8 is all about power and stuff. So power and manifestation. So making a judgment on something so that you can manifest a thing, right? Last one, Page of Pentacles. Oh, I'm going to take them both. I'm going to take them both. Wow, you guys. 20 and 21. Card 20 and 21 came out. I cannot with these cards. So for me, this is you. This is your, the divine masculine. Look, let me just show y'all how this works. Because for me, this is the divine feminine. Because it looks like a woman's face to me. And the card in the book is the card is all about beauty, finding beauty everywhere you are. What do you find beautiful? Bringing the beauty back. In other words, but to me, like I said, you can't help but notice that's a beautiful woman's face. It's like very delicate. It's very springy. It's very romantic. This is a romantic looking card, and it's very creative because that is definitely a flower or flowers and flower petals and stuff that's making, and butterflies that's forming this feminine's face. So I think it's the feminine card. So we got the masculine and the feminine out here in the lunar god, because the lunar god is the masculine and the feminine is out here. And of course, the lovers, you can't get no better than that. So, and we're going to go over the numbers in a minute because I feel very divinely guided to talk about the numbers with this energy. So the card number 21 is resilience. And this is about, knowing that you have the strength to do something, and with the 6th chakra, with the 3rd eye being open, the intuition working, it's like this masculine understands what it's going to take to be all in. I feel like this masculine maybe wasn't all in before. He had what? The emotions around it, right? But he had to just get, it had to make sense to him. He had to get some wisdom on it, right? I'm going to read the wisdom card because I know there's a message in here. I think I'm going to be reading a few out of the book. But let me just talk about the numbers that are here first. So like I said, there is a card number 22 is out here, which is the number 4, which is all about stability, coming out with the King of Cups and the Wisdom card. We have the Lovers with card number 6. So these are 2 6s. Check this out. See what I'm saying? Can't make this up. The Lovers is number 6, and this masculine simplifies. Number 42 goes down to a 6, like I said, which is all about balance and harmony, material needs, emotional depth, And when we think about emotional depth, of course, we think about the King of Cups. So there's so many synchronicities and so much alignment with the cards that have come out. Card number 20, or 2 10s, right? 2 endings of something, or new beginnings, right? Something has to end in order for something to begin. And number 8, it's number 26, but it simplifies to number 8, which is all about personal power, manifestation, authority, and it's also about karma. So I feel like somebody had to surrender. This masculine has surrendered to, what is the judgment. It had surrendered to the judgment, the karma. And we'll read. Like I said, I feel like we're gonna read a lot of these oracle cards. And then the Page of Pentacles is all about starting something new. Going in another direction, going in a new direction. Very, very, very new, very small offer. It's not very much, but it's something. So for some of you, your masculine is making a very small offer or a small gesture. But listen, it's huge to you because it's something, right? Something is better than nothing, right? So this masculine is ready to make, at least he's ready. He's ready to make a small gesture. Let me stop saying small. He's ready to make a gesture towards his feminine. And because he has proven himself to be able to tame that beast that he was carrying, carry that burden, shoulder the load, bear the burden is what I'm hearing, because he's found that he is very resilient, meaning that you guys have been through a lot. You've been through a lot of ins and outs and ups and downs, especially when I think of that, but that's his King of Cups. He's all up in his feelings, all up in his head sometimes about it, all up in his head about it, right? And so, but instead of letting just his emotions guide him, because I feel like this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio was a little afraid about the connection, was a little hesitant about it. because of, I don't know, past whatever, again, karma, right? Because the cards here clearly say that what claimed the judgment had to surrender to the judgment or the karma behind it, right? But he let his intuition kind of kick in. He kind of intuitively knew that there's something different about you. This beauty, right? There's something very, very different. There's something very unusual and not of the norm with this woman, and I want to explore it. I'm scared. My knees are gonna be shaking coming, but I can't deny my emotions. King of Cups right here. Okay. All right. So let me go to the book and let me go to wisdom first because let's get this first message out. That's his energy right now. All right. So wisdom is something more than mere knowledge. There may be something that he isn't seeing, and there was something the masculine was not seeing about you. He didn't see that you were integral to his future. He didn't understand just how powerful you were, and he didn't understand just how crucial you were to his next place, if you will, his next level, right? So there may be something you aren't seeing and need to research more thoroughly. Wisdom is gathered, but it takes time. See, feminists, that's why he wasn't rejecting you. He just needed a little time to work on himself, right? Or to understand what this connection is about. So you might wish to ask the opinion of a wise mentor if you are uncertain. So it is often said that the body has its own innate wisdom. What do we call our own innate wisdom? We call it intuition, sixth chakra. Didn't I tell you that this masculine, his third eye is wide open? You know what I'm saying? His third eye is open. So if healthy, it knows just what to do and does what it needs to keep us alive and moving without thinking too much about it. So most of the time, we are not aware of our heart beating even while we're asleep, or breathing even while we're asleep. So similarly, we have this innate reasoning system, intuition, that allows us to get answers or receive information without conscious thinking. So let me say this, what I'm feeling about this card and this King of Cups. This King of Cups is all up in his emotions, right? And his emotions were telling him, run for the border, run, because being vulnerable is very, very difficult sometimes for people, especially when they have been hurt. When we have been hurt, we learn to put our boundaries and our walls back up. But this masculine decided to just get a little more get a little more wisdom, get a little more knowledge about this thing, examine you a little more. See, he's been watching you, he's been studying you, he's been looking at you because, number one, you're so doggone beautiful, girl. Anyway, he's been watching you, right? And just listening to you talk and just, kind of loving you from afar. Even he hasn't been saying much about his feelings, but he has very, very deep feelings, right? And the sixth chakra is here. He let his intuition take over, and it told him, his third eye told him, she's all right, right? She's all right. So much so that he began to understand this connection with the lovers here, and he understands his role in it. I am a lunar god. I am her masculine. 6, I want this balance and harmony. I want this home and family. I want this this material. I want my material needs to be met. I want to serve her by loving her. I want to assist her in whatever she's doing. I want to take on what she's taking on. I want to be a husband. I want to be a father. You know what I mean? I want to be a part of her life. You know what I mean? And look at the masculine. These are different phases of the moon. Some of your masculines have learned about the phases of the moon. You know what I mean? Because they are literally the lunar god. Now, interestingly, the feminine normally shows up as the moon energy, but this card is about the lunar god, and I'll tell you why it says that. Because a lot of times, like I said, y'all, look what I just noticed. Look at the little boy and girl. Look at the little cuties in the corner right there. And look at it on the card. See what I'm saying? He understands about this connection. And he knows that it's going to take the moon to bring it in. It's going to take the unknown things to bring it in. Let me go to card 42 and get this message, see what the message is, and then we'll keep moving. Appreciate your patience, especially as I turn pages. Being an intuitive reader is interesting to read a book sometimes, but they don't write these books for nothing, all right? They spend a lot of time doing these beautiful decks with this beautiful artwork and these beautiful words. So we're gonna honor them by reading what they wrote. So listen, I love this message. It says, it is time to step forward and lead. Be the leader in your own life. You have more power than you think. It is time to formally learn. There you go. Watch this. Look at this. It's time to formally learn more. Enroll in a course or learn a new skill. offer protection to someone weaker than yourself. Did I say that the number 6, the card number 6, is about service to others? If I didn't say that, I meant to say that too, because the card number, well, 6, the number 6 is about serving others. So this card is simply saying, it also says, offer your protection to someone weaker than yourself. Take steps to improve your health and vitality. Y'all, I'm going to scream if the improving your health card comes out when we do the oracle deck, the angel oracles. I'm going to scream. But anyway, or maybe I won't scream. Maybe I will. Anyway, while lunar gods are rare, usually their realms are solar, right? Because then I say the man is usually the sun, the woman is usually the moon, but they are conspicuous when they appear. So, what is it saying? The Norse god, his name is Mani, M-A-N-I, is the moon himself. He teaches us to be wise about the passage of time. The Mesopotamian Sin shows us how to ask about the future and how important it is to protect the weak. And there are many more. So the traditional positive attributes of the masculine is strength, physical vitality, power of will, shielding and protecting of the weak are important for anyone to adopt, no matter their gender. So it says, should you pull this card, it's asking you to step up into your power, your uniqueness, and offer your guidance to those who may help it. So in other words, this masculine, that's why he's coming up as the King of Cups, because he has what? Studied, he's gotten wisdom to show himself approved, because he's now in his intuition, letting his third eye lead him and guide him, not just his what? Emotions, because emotions also is a breeding ground for fear. If we let our emotions run amok, then it can be a source of fear for us, or put us in a fearful place. But this masculine, watch this, is all up because he is stepping into the lead. He is leading this connection now with you. Now he understands what it is. Look at that. Like I said, those two little kids, he understands what it is, so he's leading. And he's also, so you might hear your masculine say that he's volunteering. Even with this crisis that we're in right now, your masculine might be making masks or delivering masks for people. Your masculine might be volunteering at shelters. He might be volunteering at nursing homes or hospitals. He may be driving people around. Your masculine may be driving for Uber Eats or something. He's serving. He's found doing. He may be telling you that he found, or he's looking for toilet tissue. I don't know what that toilet tissue fancy is. But anyway, he may be telling you that he's gathering supplies for the elderly. But this masculine is all about service and stepping up to lead. It's about physical strength. This masculine, well, you can look at his body and see, yeah, he ain't eating no cheese or dairy. He ain't messing with no sugar. Yeah. Except you, sweetie. Anyway, so your masculine is in impeccable condition. He works out. He's healthy. If your masculine's not, don't worry. Put the energy. I don't know your life. Just put the energy where it goes. Don't lose your mind. Just saying. So anyway, but this masculine is understanding that his health and vitality, right, is paramount to what his mission is, and he understands that he wants this connection, and he's going to take the lead in doing it. Okay, because like I said, the Norse god is a moon god, but it's very rare. It's not that it doesn't happen, but it's very rare because usually the men are associated with the sun. But this is how you know you're working with something amazing. Your masculine is a very beautiful, beautiful soul, very beautiful soul, and very in touch with his emotions, his feminine side as well as his masculine side. That's why he's coming up as the masculine right now, because he is balancing his energy beautifully. Your masculine is not only sensitive, but he is powerful too. And with the Clovers card, that's what I'm saying. His masculine and feminine is balanced. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's a he's not too rough. He's not too soft. He's just right. You know what I mean? Okay, so the Judgment card is out here with surrender. And this card number 26 simplifies to number 8, which is all about authority and personal power and even manifestation. And it's also about karma, like the cause and effect. So let's read the surrender card here, because what it looks like to me is, I love the way this person's face is shown with the glory of the Lord. You know what I mean? That light, that face has glory on it, right? Don't you agree? Let me get to it. Here it comes. So it says, surrendering doesn't mean giving up. Let go of what you no longer need. All right, so this masculine is doing some work. He made a judgment, right, on what he no longer needs. That's why the Judgment card is out there, right? Stop being so stubborn and holding on to aspects and behaviors that don't align with who you are now. Like I said, this masculine has come into so much balance with his masculine and feminine energy, right? Stop struggling, it says. So it took me a long time. Oh, I'm sorry. This person is telling the story. Letting go and surrendering admits or exposes a vulnerability or two. Didn't I say something about being vulnerable? It takes a lot of courage to be vulnerable. This masculine wasn't very vulnerable. Anyway, I know I said the word vulnerability. May not have been this reading, but either way, to surrender We may need to show our underbelly. I love the way that looks. Because those of you who have pets, you know, your dog would roll over and lay on their back when you come to them to pet them. They would immediately get on their back to show you a sign of submission as well as surrendering. I surrender to your power. Now, I cannot say that analogy without holding up this card again. Because didn't we say that the lunar god or the masculine is all about stepping into his power to lead and guide and serve? Oh, I love the synchronicities. But anyway, surrendering is about what does he surrender to? What would he show his underbelly to, if you will? This masculine has surrendered to spirit, to God. This masculine has made his peace and decided that the struggle is over. This masculine has decided, I don't really want to fight no more. He's not going to fight anymore. He's not going to fight the connection. He's not going to fight with you. He's not going to fight himself. He's not going to fight spirit. You know what I mean? His name, he's changed his name. He wrestled with the angel like Jacob did and until God changed his name to Israel, right? He wrestled and now, because I see the result, I will get there. I'm jumping ahead of the message. Anyway, we may need to admit we got it wrong, made a mistake, grew a bad habit, surrounded ourselves with people that are not good for us. And the masculine did all of these. This masculine admitted that he got it wrong about you. This masculine admitted that he made a mistake about you or somebody else or some other things. This masculine admitted that he grew a bad habit, that he did things like smoking and drinking and cussing and fussing and porn and you know, too much sugar, too much TV, too much anger, too much procrastination, too much, right? He admitted that. He also surrounded himself. He admits that he surrounded himself with people that weren't good for him, right? And now he's saying it makes us feel raw in our realization when we realize this. And your masculine has realized something. Because you know how I know? Because he made a what? Judgment about it. He made a judgment call. He blew a trumpet and said, enough is enough. I want my stuff. And his stuff is his peace of mind and his woman. Bess, you is my woman. So remember, we reveal safely to our divine, to only the divine and ourselves, and then the light returns. So we reveal safely to only the divine. This masculine unmasked. That's why his face is showing with light. Remember I said his face shone with the glory of the Lord. This masculine unmasked to the divine. And then he and also to himself. He looked at himself in the mirror. And then his light returned. That's why his face is glowing, right? And we're not going to ignore the moonlight that this masculine controls, that illumination of the moon. So, and if you look, those embers, those colors are very, very similar. These cards are very, very complementary. So, stepped into his power. And here's what's beautiful about this message. He stepped into his power by surrendering to spirit. Isn't that powerful? He stepped into his masculinity and his authority, taking the lead by surrendering to God. He made a judgment to not fight anymore. All right. Last message. Page of Pentacles came out with two cards. The beauty, which is you, and the resilience. We're going to focus on the resilience because, like I said, this is just you, Divine Feminine. This is the spirit letting me know where the message is going. And that's card, by the way, number 20, which is a 2. You know what 2 is all about. Duality, harmony. You know what I mean? You know, it's this reading is so 22, 20, 42. You know what I mean? 21, you know what I'm saying? 20, 26, you know what I'm saying? It's powerful, right? We're at 23, 22, 23, 23. Okay. Anyway, where'd the book go? Oh, okay. So resilience. I should know this card by heart. Seems like, but I don't. I still know there's a message in here that I'm supposed to read to you based on what the author once said. So let me give you this message. With the Page of Pentacles, he wants to give you an offer because he is surrendered and he's in his masculinity. So watch this. Making mistakes builds resilience. And then we talk about the masculine made a judgment call about the mistakes that he made, the things that he did. So anyway, he says, I've learned my lessons from the mistakes I have made. I stand strong. I am an adult and I act with self-responsibility. Doesn't that sound like somebody who's stepping into their power? Like we said, the lunar god does, right? While at some time we all have to go through periods of imbalance and difficulty, even of suffering, it's important that we learn to grow and rely on our resilience. This is true power from the inside out. Building our reserves of resilience, this ability to stand strong and bounce back, is something that has at its heart wisdom. There's wisdom. You remember the wisdom card was out? And learning taken from experience. Having resilience allows us the solidity and yet the freedom to grow and take that leap to the next level. Take that leap to the next level. Pentacles are all about bringing stability, offering something tangible, real. It's about building something with a strong foundation. So this resilience, this masculine, his mistakes, learning from his mistakes, you know what I mean? Learning and gathering the information, not beating himself up, but knowing that, okay, it wasn't perfect. I could have done that differently, but guess what? It gave him the strength and the wherewithal to offer you something more stable, whether it be a more consistent communication, consistent contact, whether it be, I want you to be with me, live with me, whether it be, I want you to be my woman, let's date, let's explore what we have, let's see what this is, let's see where this goes, because he trusts. If his sixth chakra is open, if his third eye is open and blinking at you, he knows where he wants it to go. He just wants to make sure you line up with that. Or it could be, I want you to be my wife. Either way, he's a page, he's coming up as a page right now. But don't fret, don't worry, because not only is he resilient and can handle anything, even if it's a rejection from you, he'll just keep coming back because he's now gleaned the what? The wisdom to know, right? But he's also surrendered to the divine. And once he's done that, that was half the battle. Everything else from here, piece of cake. All right, let's get an angel oracle on this. The situation will improve. Most definitely. The situation will improve. All right? One more. Whatever it was going on, maybe you didn't have communication. Again, we're in such a next level, next phase. I would call it anointing that it ain't even funny. Oh, this card is out again. Twice in a row. Forgiveness. So whatever he did with this, making the mistakes, having to be resilient because he's learned from his mistakes, go ahead and forgive him for that, okay? All right? He's in his intuition now, so you're okay. You're safe now. That third eye is open. Before, the third eye wasn't open. Before, he couldn't see. Before, he was all up in his feelings. Carl Thomas, so emotional, right? Going with his emotions back and forth, up and down. Now, he's got a third eye open. He's more stable. There's stability there, right? Good. So you can trust that. Okay? So, while you're waiting, while you guys are mirroring, what are you doing? Oh, yes. All right. So, even for him, stop overthinking it. You're already doing it. Face your true north. That's what he's being told. Stop overthinking everything. You're already doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing. Because listen, he surrendered. He's moving as the lunar god. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he be facing his true north, right? Let's see. You're already doing it. I'm gonna read this to you because I know there's a message. Let me try to find it. Here it is. It's hard to read with one hand, but it's okay. So it says, do not question things so much. You're on the right track. Masculine, feminine. You're facing the right way. Stop overthinking it. It's happening and you are closer than you think. You are exactly where you need to be and things are moving at the perfect speed. Do not rush it. Now is not the time to be impatient. Now is the time to walk steady. There is no rush. What you are building is being built. What you are building is being built. Oh, yes. What you have planted soon will blossom. With every new day, a new brick is being laid. You have come a long way. The foundations are steady. Now all that is needed is for you to trust and keep walking forward. If a thought that things should be moving faster enters your head, that is just your ego comparing your rising to someone else. Don't compare your rising to someone else. Comparison is not your friend. Stay in your lane. Water your own garden, knowing that your time to bloom will soon come. So you guys, he's doing it. All he has to do is keep facing his true north and stop overthinking it. And he's not overthinking it now. Now he intuitively knows. And for you, feminine, if this resonates with you, stop overthinking it. Everything that you're planting with him, everything that you're building with him is going to happen. Don't compare yourself. Comparison is not your friend. All right? If you like this video, go ahead and like it. If you didn't like it, go ahead and like it anyway. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the little notifications bell, please. Help us keep growing our tribe and this channel. I appreciate you. Until we meet again, guys, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay? Later.